Great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Colorado State Rams. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Aztecs will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Colorado State's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Well, the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Reads it, fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Aztecs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to
There he goes. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The give to Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Quick completion to the right. Touchdown Rams! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys...
Snags it and he's open. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The short hands, it's Napier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
214 close. 214 close.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Aztecs are marching down the field. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll knock him down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. They'll run for it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
A give to Brown. Might have a chance. Oh, what a move to get room. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, looking for a man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Split backs here. Brown running left. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just
finding some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll run with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Colorado State. Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
9:49, rock star.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Here's Brown to begin the drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Trying the run, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Colorado State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Sutton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's busted. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Floats it out in space. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got him. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. The Aztecs want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Sutton. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Aztecs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in.
And full extension down the right side for the grab. He'll bring it out from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll start on the ground with Brown. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime.
He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Napier. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the ground, it's Sutton. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Rams sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Hand off for Brown. Here's a little room there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Hold and fire complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense set for a first down play. Holds and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rams want to crank the tempo.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Brown. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Brown again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bostic.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with... They get through, and it's blocked. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sutton. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got a little grass. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. A give to Brown. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just
going long. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Breaks the tackle. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Again, it's Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's busted. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 40.
And the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. One more time, it's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Finding open areas. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. from 56 yards out. What a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That's caught. It's Sutton. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Here's a throw downfield late. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Gonna take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.